Whoa, everybody! Hey, it's Friday. It's supposed to be icy tonight, but it's a beautiful day outside right now. Won't be before you long, but I just came from a funeral of one of the great instruments that God has used for the body of Christ. Wonderful personality, real, because in ministry or any capacity, when you get elevated, you don't find too many people that keep it real. You will find most people just going with the flow. But in this particular person, wonderful person, phenomenal. She flourished, did everything right. Wonderful person. And the question that I have to ask for you is, and it's not much. What will people say at your funeral? That's the question. At this funeral, everything that was said was genuine. Everything that was said was true. And everything that was said didn't have any fluff. Let me give it to you again. At this funeral, everything that was said was real. Everything that was said was true. And everything that was said, they didn't have to add any fluff. And the question that we have to ask ourselves is, what's going to be said at our funeral? Are you living a life that's producing something? That's producing some kind of fruit? Are you living a life that when you die, something can be passed on to something else? Are you living a life that's modeling? Exactly, Lisa. What's up, bro? Are you living a life that's modeling something that somebody can follow after? Or are you living a life that you become so selfish, that you become so self-centered, that you become, it's all about you and nobody else? Or are you living a life that you're so scared to reach for the stars? Are you living a life that instead of delivering the baby, you abort the baby that God has put in you? That's the question I gotta ask. Because it's not too late to change yourself, that you can produce a legacy, something that somebody can follow, that when the preacher preaches your funeral, he doesn't have to add any fluff about it. People get up there and they talk, you know how they give the remarks? They don't have to exacerbate it. They don't have to add preservatives to it to make it sound good. You gotta live yourself in such a way from this point on that it doesn't matter what I've done, but everything is contingent upon what I'm about to do and what I'm going to do. So often our life is just generated. We just have a ritual, a routine where we get up. We might do a little party. We go home. We look at Love and Hip Hop. And that's the end all say all. We might have a conversation and gossip about somebody else. We might have a little trouble going, or, a little things might happen into our life that might stretch us, but we're really not making an impact. And I'm saying to you, if you died right now, right this very minute, if God called you, first of all, you got to be saved. First of all, but if God called you, what are they going to say at your funeral? Ooh. What are they going to say about you? What's going to happen? That's what I want. That's the question of interest. Stop living in the moment and start thinking about What do I need to change about me? How can I be more effective? How can I make it to the next level? And how can, when I leave the earth, that I don't take any of my potential with me? That when I leave the earth, that everything that I was created to do, everything that I was designed to do, all the potential that was given to me, that I did something with it instead of burying it. That's the question. And it's not too late. Trust me, it's not too late. Did you hear what I said? Trust me. Don't give me the excuse. Well, Cook, I used to shoot dope. I used to sniff coke. I used to be a drunk. Don't give me that excuse. Don't give me that excuse. You know, I'm a divorce. I've done this. I've robbed people, or I've been homeless. Cook, you don't know. Don't give me that excuse. I got ADHD. I'm a diabetic. I can't really move. Don't give me that excuse. The excuses has to go. It doesn't matter what you've done. All that matters is what you want to do and what you're about to do. You know, and if I could, you know, so from my life, so from growing up, and I'm going to close with this, right? I never share this with nobody. I never talk about me, right, to too many people. But I'm going to share this with you because, you know, as I always say, I don't care, you know, because I done been to hell and back. I done been broke about at least 8 times. I done been dogged out, all of that, period. So I done had guns put in my head, all that doesn't matter. So, from young all the way up to about 24. I think about 24. Nobody wanted to have anything to do with me. Everybody called me a thug. They said I was street. No, you know, growing up, it was just terrible. Everybody dogged me out. You know, all of that. I was really street, right? Really street, right? From 24 to about 30 something, about 34. About 24 to about 34. Anytime you mention my name, it was always associated with a woman. You hear what I said? Anytime somebody mentioned my name, it was always the ladies' man. And I prayed so hard. I said, look, God, I said, I need you to help me change this, because I know where you want me to go, and which every intention you have me, you know, where you want me to be. I know who you called me to be, but I got this history. I got this history of the street life. I got the history with these women, and I don't want you to elevate me. And nobody, people tend to remember who I need you to change that. When you hear, when people meet me, or people who know me, all of that history is gone. Did you hear what I said? All of the history is gone. I'm saying to you, it's never too late for you to change something. So that when people speak at my funeral, and I'm continually making my obituary up, I'm continually adding to the remarks that are going to be said at my funeral. That's what I'm continually doing. And I'm asking you to be committed, to leave a legacy and live a life that somebody said that's worth living. Live a life that's worth living, because a lot of people are alive, but not a lot of people live. Make a change today. Make it your business that when you leave this earth, nobody has to add to you, and nobody has to speak all that bull crap about you and add to your life that doesn't exist. Nobody has to get up there and pontificate and say something slick. Nobody has to do that. When I'm asking you that from this day forward, that you won't complain, that you won't be miserable, That you won't go ahead and get all up in your feelings about what you've done. I'm asking you that when you get up from this day forward, it's right now, it's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock today. And the date is 2 o'clock Friday the 13th. And it's not for you to play Jason. It's not for you to play Freddy Krueger, always being evil. No. Friday the 13th is the day that people always synonymize Friday the 13th with bad things. Friday the 13th is going to be the day where you begin to create the obituary, where you begin to create a funeral, that when you leave here, people will say, that person was remarkable and that person changed my life. Do it. Let's make it happen. Let's cut the whining out. Stop crying and make it happen. God has trusted you with a level of potential that only you can use. That only you can make something happen. Make some deposits and stop withdrawing. Make some deposits in other people's lives. Let's do something different. Do something different. Do something different that when people come into your presence, they can feel power instead of weakness. Let's make it happen. This day forward, it's Friday the 13th, 2017. You're going to make a decision to start making a legacy that when people come to your funeral, they can say good things about you, positive things, and not the negative, and not exacerbate or give a lot of fluff about you. You can't judge by and let me make this disclaimer, and I'm gonna close with that, I promise. Funerals used to be judged, right? Funerals used to be judged by the amount of people that come to your funeral, right? That's the impact that you make, right? That you can't judge that now because these you got so many people that are getting shot and killed that live the life of hell, and everybody in the streets is coming to their funeral just because, you know, it's the thing to do. They wear those t-shirts and all of that. You can't judge your life by that. Don't matter of fact, when I die, don't even wear a t-shirt to my funeral. You know, with the little emblem and rust in peace. Don't even do that. Let your works speak for you. Make it happen. I'm trusting you, but God is trusting you more. I love you. Have a magnificent day. Holla at your boy.